I quickly wanted to show what I think are like really good little programming tasks you can hand off to something like Claude Code. And we just encountered this here for the new zoopepen set. If you open this up in something like Safari, because of these SVGs having a set width and height, Safari doesn't scale them down properly. Chrome does. If you open this up, like it works, but especially on smaller screens, like let's say we're on an iPhone or whatever. Here you can see this is all messed up. So what you normally do to prevent this is, let's see if we can actually look at that here in the code. This SVG here has a set width and height property, but everything within the SVG, the positioning is based on the view box of the SVG itself. So the view box we see is starts at XY00 and then goes to 1024 pixels by 1024 pixels. With that given, we can just remove the width and the height setting, and that'll solve the problem in Safari. And because these SVGs are vector graphics, they scale up and down infinitely with no issues. So since all of these are already uploaded, and that would be a stupid manual task to download all of them one by one, delete the width and the height, and then upload them again. This is something where I think this Claude Code type agentic work really, really shines. I mean, it's also really good for other stuff, but this is where I've been like most, because it's like a pretty basic, annoying programming task. And you can just hand that off. And in the past, when I encountered things like this worked great. So let's see if we can make this work for this. One thing that I guess I don't want to give over to the AI is the knowledge of how I want this to be done. So I know that the zoopepen API has basically at this this set submissions endpoint a JSON representation of the entire set submission and all the data we would need. So I will tell the AI, hey, use this the response from this JSON to for each individual image, fetch the image, and then like download the file, edit the SVG, etc. So let's see how it goes. And oops, do we have here something else? Okay, so I'll just go to my downloads folder and make a new directory for this mini project. Let's call it a zoopepen fix. Let's go in there. And then what I do normally is just I open this up in my editor. I use NeoVim here, but it could be anything. Thing with Claude Code is it only works within the terminal. So you have to be a little bit, I guess, comfortable with the terminal itself. But when you're in, it's just a super simple text-based interface. So now I can say, please download the JSON response of this API endpoint. Let's just see how it goes. Yes, you're allowed to do a web fetch. And we'll see here on the left how it can follow along. What I just gave it now. Okay, so it didn't do that. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Let's call it zoopepen.json. So now future fetches will be automatic. This is the type of stuff. Sometimes it's annoying because okay, I gave it too easy a task now. I could have just said curl the URL zoopepen mine.json and we'd have it here. The UI, the AI is going on and on. Hey, what's he trying to do? What does he mean? Like, this is a little bit good example too. Like, see, like Toby the other day had this tweet about everybody has to use AI for everything now, and then you'll be 100 times faster. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, it's interesting, it's amazing, it's awesome, and it's wild what you can do. This is a good counterexample. It's still smooching. 70 seconds to download a JSON file. But we'll get to the interesting bit. I'm sorry, I'm giving too much flack. Oof, this is annoying. Okay, hey, let's cancel this. Say I have a JSON file, zoopepen mine.json, with a list of images, SVGs, that I want downloaded into let's say into a new source directory. So let's have a look at image. Let's have a look at this in the browser quickly. Nicely formatted. Here it has the dynamic set images key with all the dynamic images. The dynamic set images key contains the definition, I guess, for actually it's 79 for a bunch of images hosted on CDNs on a CDN. The URI pattern is, let's have a look at this. So in order to get an image like this, we have the CDN key here. So this is our CDN. And then we have a path, we have the UUID, and we have a type. So in order to construct this URL, we need the CDN plus the path, images, plus the UUID. Oops, and this will not exist because we have to give it the type as well. So .svg, I guess. Yes. So here we have our file. So let's tell our Claude Code. The UI pattern is CDN plus path plus UUID, UID plus type. Please download all images you find and give them and name them after the key of their definition from the zoopepen JSON. Let's see if it gets that. Like I'm being inaccurate in my language here. Okay, so yes, I want you to make this new directory. And he's looking at the first 100 lines of this file. And now he's suggesting, okay, I found the images key. Now I need to process this. Can I create a new script called download images? Yes, you can. And please don't ask again for the session. Now you can see we have auto accept edits on. and now it just wants to run it. Go ahead, run it. Downloaded images. So here we have the script that it wrote like, to download the images. And here we have all of these SVG files. Let's check them out. Downloads, zoopepen. Nice. So actually it found our main preview images, which is great because the edition 1 image is not in the dynamic set images key. And then we have all of the SVGs from the dynamic images as well. Okay, so that's great. No, you don't have to verify that that was accurate. I just did that. So now we can just say, for all SVG images, please save an edited version into the dist directory with the SVG, with the, let's say, hard-coded SVG width and height removed. The SVG view box is enough for our needs. Let's see. And I'll probably create like a separate, make the dist folder. It'll make a separate file to process the images, I suppose. Yep, process SVG. And look at this. It like wrote the regex to find the width and the height to replace it with just nothing. This is the type of code that, I mean, sometimes can be fun to write by hand, but if you just want to move fast, this is amazing. This is just beautiful. So yes, please process that. Now let's check our Finder again. Dist. All of these images now scale properly. If we open any of these, and can I open them here? Yeah. So beautiful. If we open the 5_2 SVG in Safari, we get this. And if we go to the source one, we get this, which is slightly interesting that it does it here. But here we can see, okay, the width and height are hard-coded like so. And for the other one we just looked at right now, it's just a view box. So it's exactly what we wanted. And now I can just zip this, I suppose, and send it over to Piz, which is amazing. All right. That's how I use Claude Code for little tasks like this. It's just super handy. I use it for bigger things as well, but I think this is where this stuff shines. It's incredible. All right. Oh, 28 cents, by the way. It's beautiful. Take my money. Okay.